Hello, I am Felicia Petway of Pause Heal Love Community, and welcome to today's session about the generator Alchemist Human Design Type. If this is the first time that you're joining me, I strongly suggest you watch my video on Human Design 101 to help you understand this topic better. Now let's take a moment to center ourselves and prepare ourselves for all of the learning we're going to take in today. So I invite you to close your eyes as long as you're not driving and as long as it feels comfortable for you. Rest your back against the chair, feet planted on the ground or the floor, and start to focus on the breath. Take a deep inhale in through the nose. Nice slow exhale out through the nose. Repeating that, take a deep inhale in through the nose. And a nice slow exhale out through the nose or mouth, whichever feels best for you. We'll continue breathing like that for a few more moments. Allowing the sound of the crown chakra singing bowl to penetrate your crown chakra. Helping to open your head center to the information that will be shared today. The head center is our center for inspiration and information. And let's take one more deep inhale in through the nose. And slowly exhaling out. And when you're ready, you can gently flutter your eyes open. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So this series focuses on the 5 types in human design. Today's focus is about generators, also known as alchemists. It's helpful to learn about each design type because more than likely you will have someone you are involved with on a daily basis, such as a family member or a close friend or even a close coworker, that is one of the other types. And what a gift it is to just be able to better understand those who you care so much about. I know I love understanding more about my loved ones and why they do certain things, as well as how they're meant to use their energy in the world. So I enjoy understanding that about them, and I hope you do as well. One thing I want to stress as we learn about human design is that we are all connected, all of us. Everyone has all of the body graph chart, and every type has a unique strategy, authority, a signature, a not self theme, and an aura. Strategy is what aligns us with our destiny and is how we experience ease and remove resistance in our life. Signature is our sign that we are in alignment with our type, strategy, and authority. Now, when you are starting out learning and experimenting with your human design type, I strongly recommend that you create moments in your life where you experience your signature as often as possible so you get to know how it feels for you. The not self theme is what we experience when we are out of alignment or not following our strategy and authority. It lets us know when we're going in the wrong direction. Each Human Design Type has a certain aura or energetic field that expands about 6 feet around us and often communicates to those around us. So I like to use the example of when you walk into a room and you can sense the aura and the energy. And when they say energy doesn't lie, that would apply to our auras. Now let's dive into the generator alchemist design type. So generators make up about 37% of the population. Generators are the only types with a defined sacral center. Alchemists do not have a motor connected to the throat center like manifestors and manifesting generators. Having a defined sacral gives generators sustainable workforce and life force energy. So this sacral center being defined gives generator types a lot of energy. Generators want to do or be the best at whatever it is that they take on. And so this is the mastery component of all generators. As a generator, you get things done because you have tons of energy to do it. Generators light up when doing what they love, also known as their quote unquote right work. Generators' role in the world is to do the work, to build the world. Therefore, it is vital for them to have work that supports a bigger purpose beyond a job. So I would suggest that you really make sure you are doing some work that is fulfilling to you. To become masterful, an alchemist has to do things repeatedly to work towards mastery and perfection. Alchemists learn through a stair-step learning curve, which looks like them having a surge in mastery once they've responded to the right work. Then they will plateau. The plateau is a time for alchemists to wait to build momentum, either to respond to quitting or to respond to the next opportunity to promote growth and mastery on their current project at the next level. So it just continues. So let's say they go up 3 steps once they've responded to something, they gain mastery at the 3rd level, and then they plateau. They wait to respond to something, whether it is quitting or moving up the next 3 levels. So let me know if you need clarification with that. Plateaus can feel frustrating and tempt you to quit too soon. So my recommendation is to make sure you use your strategy and your authority, and also make sure to wait to respond to something outside of yourself so you'll know what to do next. And ultimately, the sacral will know what's right for you. And this learning process is what leads to mastery for generators. The strategy for generators, alchemists, is to respond to something outside of you. You are a magnet and you attract things for you to respond to. Generators are not meant to go and make things happen. This can feel frustrating, and many generators don't want to wait. So I like to say reframe it so that you see it as something you get the luxury of responding to with certainty, because generators have certainty like no other type because of that sacral response. Many generators want to know, well, how long do you have to wait? Not long at all. Generators respond to things all of the time. So remember that you are magnetic and you are constantly drawing opportunities to you because these things need access to your sacral life force energy. The more you do the right work and things that light you up, the more attractive and magnetic you become. When alchemists are working in alignment, they are energetically lit up and feel a sense of satisfaction. An aligned generator moves their body every day in order to use up their energy. So at the end of the day, they feel they have used up their sacral energy in a good way for that day. Aligned generators will trust their sacral response, gain mastery, and continue growing. Generators have an open and enveloping aura. Your aura is here to communicate the life force energy of your sacral, and it will attract things, people, and opportunities for you to respond to. Watch out for doing too many things that don't light you up or doing them simply out of obligation, because you can dim your magnetism and block the right things coming to you. And this will lead to your not self theme of frustration. Let's talk a little bit about sacral power. So, sacral power is the key part of being a generator alchemist. The sacral power gives generators sustainable energy to do the right work. The sacral power is a tool for clarity by giving primal signs of uh-huh or uh-uh. The sacral motor is an incredible tool that will allow you to cut through the thinking in your head by making these sounds. Because again, we are not meant to use our head or our minds to make decisions. Most generators are conditioned out of making these sacral sounds, however. So it is important that as a generator, you learn to trust and tap into these sacral sounds more. And that can be done simply by having people ask you yes, no questions or giving you choices to choose from. The sacral power can also look or feel like movement towards something or movement away from something. Generators have the gift of clarity like other types don't get with their sacral energy. Sacral power can only be released through responding, not initiation. This lets you know if there is energy available or not to carry out the task. So, as a generator, if you are initiating and not responding, more than likely you are not going to have the sacral energy to finish or carry out the task. You're not going to want to finish it. So you might just push through just to push through, but you're really not going to have that sacral power to get you through to the end of the task. So you want to trust the no of your sacral. It's like your energy knows that something else better is coming tomorrow. And if you say yes to this thing that you aren't really that in love with, you won't have the energy for what is better for you. And usually, if you trust your sacral power, it will make sure you finish what it says yes to. Now, let's talk about generators and work. So, alchemists are said to be the great workers of the world. And work, I'm using quotation marks here, is about using your sacral energy. It's not that you have to have a typical job, although that's fine as well if that's what you are you enjoy doing. So you want to use your strategy so the right work can find you, and you want to follow what feels good. For entrepreneurial generators, I just want to remind you to try not to be busy just to be busy. Because you have so much energy, it's so easy to spend your energy on unimportant things. So you want to try to make sure you're not just being busy for the sake of being busy. You want to do activities that raise your vibration and make you feel alive and happy. You also want to avoid the quote unquote shoulds as much as possible because they are not coming from your sacral. In closing, generator types make up about 70% of the population. And according to the definitive book of human design, generators dominate the global frequency. So now more than ever, the world needs generator types to do their right work so they can light up the world and raise the global frequency. Just imagine generator types all doing their right work and lighting up the world and lighting up all of the other types. Imagine how much more thriving our society will be if more generators find their right work. So I hope you enjoyed this session on generators, alchemists, as much as I enjoyed sharing it with you. Please like and share this video, and feel free to subscribe to my channel if you'd like to learn more. I hope you'll join me next week to learn all about my very own type, manifesting generators. Until next time, take care. Bye.